This is Forza Horizon 3, and this is just a little video for anyone who just doesn't have a clue what they're doing with tuning, aka my sister. So this is how you do it. So when you buy a car, you end up in this menu. So you see you can only do the basic stuff: wheels, lights, all that crap. And really, you're in the wrong thing there. So let's just show you what we do. Go back, go over into upgrades. Now, important thing to remember is look at your class and look and think what you want to achieve. So I can make this an A class or a B class, really. You can obviously go crazy and go mad, but when a car's already a low class, there's no point in making it all the way up to S1 or S2 probably, because it's never going to be good enough at them levels, right? So first things first, I'll start with the power, but handling and power are both equally important. Now, there's no point in me going up, because although I get better acceleration and launch, you can see the speed goes down, and it's a smaller engine basically, 1.6. I know in this car it's actually a 2 litre, but what we are going to do is we are going to put it at all wheel, because that makes every car better in my opinion. So we'll make it all wheel drive, and we'll put a bigger turbo on it. The single turbo, you can see, is better than the centrifugal supercharger. You get more power out of it. Next thing, probably best to do the tyres. So yeah, so we're going to have to make this an A-class car, but we don't want to spend too much, so we'll just put it at 717 for now. Do the tyres all the way up. Well, the width, sorry. Yeah. You can look at the alloys and you can see minus. So really, it's worth getting some wheels that are a bit less weight. Obviously try not to get the ones that are like +9 or something like that. -4, you're away. Right, so that's the wheels and the power done. Next thing I'd go to is platform and handling. And we want to make this a top A class, so we got up to 800 points. But I'm just showing you the things really you need to do first. This is just an example, but you can see the difference there. But you need to lower the car, you need to put decent brakes on, you need to do the front and rear anti-roll bars for sure. Now this is a light car. If you press up on your D-pad, you can see all these different things here, look. So at the moment, that's the stats, but you can see it's 1334, so it's really light anyway. So really, it's not even worth making it lighter, because. So sorry, what was that? Yeah, we've done them things. So as you can see, we need to do the power because it's only 6.4, and at A class, you want to be looking at least 7 really on the speed. So camshaft is the first thing you do, because that puts the power at the most. Or turbo, see, it puts it up quite a lot. We'll do that. Next thing I'd do, because we're at 783, do your flywheel and go to drivetrain, do your clutch, quicker shifting of gears, not much difference there. Transmission, it actually makes it slightly worse on the launch and acceleration, but sometimes it puts your speed up doing that, but not on this occasion, so we won't even bother with that. Do that as well, and put this to 2-way, well, race diff. This is an example if, say, you bought this car and you're doing it up. Now this car's a C class to start. Next thing I'd do is this. Now when you you can see it has put the speed down, but in terms of handling, it's worth it. And what you can do, now you see that's put the speed down a lot, so we don't want that, but something like that would be okay. But the only reason that it's red in some of those and better on the braking is this. See the weight? That's red. The weight is being affected. So that one looks absolutely shocking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have that at 7 because we can make it up now with a bit of power, which is what we'll do. But we need that because in a little pocket rocket like this, you need the the handling basically, because a small car with a lot of power isn't going to handle so well. So we're just taking a bit off now with that, but that's not really much difference, 0.2 kilograms. So we've still got 14 points at the top if you look to play with. So what I'd do then is I'd definitely do the exhaust. See? So we've made the power up a bit there, and you get a nicer noise as well, so it's nice if you can. And then I'd do that one. We're up to 7.3. We're at 800 now, so we can't do any more. So I'll install that now. I can show examples with other cars, but there's no point in this situation. Right, next thing, and always do this on every car because it makes a hell of a difference. Do your own tuning. Now the reason I've said to update some of the things on the car, aka race diff, your springs, your dampening, you can edit all this. If you don't do any of that, it's all locked and you can't make a difference. Okay? So, and your differential, you need that race diff so that you can put the acceleration up. Now the tyre pressure, leave there. Gearing. Here's what we do here. Top speed on the left, 196. Let's move that over and see if we get a better top speed. No, we don't. We go down a mile an hour, so we might as well leave that there. Alignment, 2.1. On the front and on the rear, 1.8. All-wheel drive angle is 5.9. Give you better handling. Now with these, it's just a matter of evening out. You need a softer, basically a softer fall when you go over jumps and stuff like that. So just move them down a bit equally. Same here onto springs. Move them down. See the ride height now in a drag race that would be on free roam, not online adventure. You'd have that like down there so that you get more speed, but in this we'll leave that. Same with the dampening, you need them both quite soft. They're both high for all the heavy landings and stuff like that. Try and equal them the same. Aero, I'd put it up to about 38 for your cornering, but you can obviously go mad. Personal preference, I'm going to try 40 on this one. Just you can change that, but between 38 and 40. Now that's gone down for some reason on top speed. Let's see. It's because you can have the option with the aero of speed and cornering. At A class, it don't matter, so I'm going to put 38. Your brake, you want to be 55, and your braking pressure, 109. Now differential is important. Set this to about 75, 80. 80 is fine. And then if you set it at 80, put it at 20, and then obviously sort that out. Those two are fine like that. I always set this at 62. The centre balance, basically, where do you want your power to go? So if it's all-wheel drive, really, you would have it in the middle. So you get 50% front, 50% rear. But with this, we'll set it there because it does help to have that slight bit more at the rear. So you just get that little bit of It's almost too accurate if you have it at 50%. So 65 is the one. Now we'll apply these settings. And we'll take it for a test drive. Now I didn't...
Hey Adam, a lot of people are talking about this driver. I think they'd be perfect for your lineup.
So let's just
Welcome back, Adam.
see where we are.
There was a rumor about a barn find that we haven't investigated yet. Would you like me to set a route there for you?
Leveled up, but that's fine. So you can see, it does feel really good. Sounds really good. Now I play with the manual gear change. Handling feels really nice. That was a bit drifty there, so maybe if you find it's kicking out too much, change the... I'm just going to take a picture because I need to get on one. That's it, we've done it. 302. This is also a thing I do, and I'd do it as well if I were you. Easy money, taking photos of cars. Every sort of 10, 20 get. There we go. So let's just give this guy a race and see how we do. Actually it's hard, so it won't be an easy one, but it should be actually if it's a Jeep. Now if I was to set this car on that tuning, the fine tuning I just showed, if I was to set this car back to standard, it would be nowhere near as good as this. In fact, I should really have shown people this, but
Turn sharp right.
I haven't. Oh no, I'm going to lose the race. I'm getting carried away here. Right. Okay, I need to beat this guy. I'm going to go off-road. I'll still beat him. I get a nice bit of money. That's another thing. If you race the guys with a CR above them with a target on them, I think it's a perk that you need to unlock. So if you race those guys, you get a lot more money. Now this car is a good, definitely a good A-class car. So. Does kick out a little bit, but if you find that's a problem, set that differential balance of where the power goes to about 60, 55. That was some really shit driving. Also, I'll just show you, Lucy, as well, what I do with your settings, I believe. Your difficulty, Luce, for you. Driver tire difficulty average, ABS on, steering simulation, traction and stability, turn them off. Obviously you need that at automatic at the moment, so keep that. And I'd turn your driving line off, have that on cosmetic, and you get more points, as you can see on the left. If I put it down, you get more if you have that simulation, but don't want to do that. See the... So I have it at that, but it's up to you, obviously, when you're starting. But that's it, basically. Thank you. Bye-bye.